Peace and blessings, everyone. Peace and blessings to the universe. All praises go to the Most High. Ashe, Ashe, Ashe. I am Queen. If you're new to my channel, don't forget to like, share, comment, subscribe. Ashe, Ashe, Ashe. When the spirit wants me to get up, I sit here for a little while. And the spirit wakes me up all kind of ways. And I sit here. I'll get up and I'll sit here for a while. And then they have me on YouTube making a video after that. Have me uploading my videos to YouTube, okay? So, for entertainment purposes only, I just woke up, so y'all know I'm Queen. I don't care. I come as I am. I care, but I come as I am. You know what I mean? I can't say I don't care because it's not good to be careless, but I'm careful, if that makes sense. So, allegedly, Christopher Columbus, is that his name? I don't know. But I do know that when he got here, allegedly, he thought he was in India. He thought he landed in India. So that's thoughts for abundance. Yeah. People here look like the people in where. So I'm going to say it for you again, okay? Allegedly, when Christopher Columbus arrived in America, he thought he had arrived in India. I've been speaking to y'all a lot about what's going on. For 2 years straight, it wasn't even time to vote for president. And I told my husband, I said, Trump gonna be running again. I said, he gonna be president. Anytime it's a president, I already know about law. I'm talking about law of attraction. I already know. And I always tell y'all there's levels to this. You don't know what level someone is just by looking at them. You just don't know. You don't know what level someone is just by speaking to them for a little bit. But you can feel, right? You can feel it. It feels intimidating. That spirit, because that spirit, that Holy Spirit is strong and you feel it. It feels intimidating. I have been known to irritate people, demons, okay? I can't be around someone too long. But if I do be around you long enough, I'll know if you're for me or against me. I'll know if you're for God or against God, because if you're against me, you're against my God. That's just how it goes. So when you think about self and you think about how you're connected to the earth naturally, how you're connected naturally, but then there comes that program that gets you it knocks you off your path. It reprograms you. But that's why we had grandmothers, okay, and grandfathers, and they taught us. And I remember when I was little, a lot of things changed from then and now, okay. My grandmother on my mom's side, she passed away before I was born, okay. And then, or she passed away when I was born. However it is, I didn't ever get to meet her. And then my grandpa, he had Alzheimer's. That's how, we say Alzheimer's. I know it's Alzheimer's, but we say Alzheimer's. And yeah, he had Alzheimer's. So he passed away when I was 9. And then you go to my dad's side, and my grandmother and my grandfather. I grew up with them. I used to go and visit them. They stayed in the South while I stayed in the North. That's what I'm going to say. Not up north, but down north. Okay? If you get it, you got it. So, I don't, you, it's just, we don't ever give our location, okay? We don't ever give out location. So, that's what I'm going to say. Yeah. And I used to go down south to see my grandmother and my grandfather. Summertime, we used to get together, throw cookouts. My grandma's birthday was July 1st. And then I'll come back down to my mother's birthday was July 3rd. But we celebrate the 4th. And yeah, but your grandparents always teach what my grandparents taught me. Like, I literally sat in the kitchen because I was a different kind of kid. I'll go play with the kids a little bit and then come back in. And my grandma would be like, sit right there. So I go sit down and I'll be talking to my grandma because I was a different kind of child too. I was quiet. I didn't really mess with people then either, I guess. So I remember things that had been said, and then when you go back to the history books and you think about how we cook, and oh my gosh, it all adds up when you put that puzzle together, okay? Because when he arrived here, he thought he was in India, okay? I gotta remind you that where we going with this, we going somewhere, okay? So I remember we used to say kin. I'm kin to you. That was my kin, okay? And so when I went to school, for real, we even used to be like, admit it, admit it. I don't even hear nobody say that no more. Admit it. And when you go look at them words, kin, which means cousin. Kin is a Hebrew word for cousin. And then you go and you look at admit, and we'd be like, admit it, admit it. I know y'all remember that, 90s babies. Come on, I know y'all remember that. We used to be like, admit it. Like, all those words just went out the window. Like, my grandmother, grandfather, they said kin. They'd be like, admit it, admit it. And just the things that they teach you, you should know who you are. Hello. And then I love how you go out to Charleston and they know a lot, okay? They could teach you a lot. I love that. That's actually where I want to go for my birthday soon. And I don't look at my birthday like everyone else look at their birthday. I don't look at it like I'm getting older because we don't die, we multiply. God is chosen. We stay youthful forever. Youthful forever, okay? And I look at it like a blessing because you don't even know, here today, gone tomorrow. You don't even know if you're going to be here the next hour, next minute. So that's just how life goes, okay? And life be life. And so you're like, yeah, I thank God. I don't go and celebrate how other people celebrate. I rather meditate and be in my peace. Yes. And I like to go by the water. That right there is peace, okay? especially when you by the ocean and you hear that water roaring. The water speaking to you. Okay, so let's go back to this, okay? Because I gotta stay on track. When Columbus, oh yeah, I'm going somewhere with this. When Columbus arrived here, allegedly when he arrived here in America, he thought he was in India. Okay, and my grandparents, my cousins, even some friends I remember will say Ken and admitted and have superstitions like, oh, y'all know one. You step on your mama back, you step on a crack, you break your mama back, and like, yeah, those were superstitions when we were little. When you know your right hand itch, you gonna get some money. If it rain while the sun is out, the devil beating his wife. It was all kind of superstitions, and now there are none because the mothers aren't like grandmothers aren't grandmothers no more. Okay, because the mothers got younger. That's why I say weaker and wiser. Okay, so when, like I told you before, when you look at what the Native Americans, what you call Native Americans, because we all know that we're Indians, okay? But when you say Indians, it's not really like, how can I explain this? Indian means, okay, when you go deep, it means indigenous, okay? And you gotta look and see, you gotta look up and see what indigenous mean, okay? So when you go outside of that, that's just like you call someone black and then you go deep into their roots and you find out their tribes, okay? You find out who they belong to, okay? There's many, many tribes. Many tribes. I've spoke about this in my previous videos, okay? So y'all just know that God is always working. He don't stop. This universe don't stop going around. He's an everlasting God. That's exactly what that means. So he has a statement to make, okay? And he's using Trump to make that statement. You just got to pay attention, okay? Just pay attention. You might get mad. You might get angry. You might get happy at a lot of things that he's doing, okay? I don't know. I just know that we here, we present, and we ready. Because y'all don't even know what happened at that Super Bowl. That was revolutionary. We only reincarnate and live forever. That's real. Everlasting, our consciousness, it don't die. It just keep going. It keeps going, okay? Some of us remember, some of us don't remember. And frankly, me, when I leave here, I want to get my wings. So I don't have to come back to this lower dimensional place. Level 3. Level 3 sucks, okay? Level 3 feels like a prison, but only we can move around, okay? And I'm a free spirit. I'd rather be a higher servant in the clouds, if that makes sense, okay? An angel, okay? So just know thyself, know who you are, because it's time. Maya Angelou, she said, we rise. I rise, I rise, I rise. That's what she said. So I say we rise. Really gets hard sometimes, but we gotta stay focused because, boy oh boy, what we can't ready to see ahead of us is no Christopher Columbus. Okay? No Christopher Columbus. If you get it, you got it, okay? I can only say but so much, okay? we was always voting Democrat, because we were told to. Okay, we were told to, not by choice. We were told to vote Democrat from being children all the way up, and it's like being programmed. Like, why are we all Democrats? So I did my research. I started by asking the Most High, because when you ask the Most High questions, He's gonna show you. He's gonna give it to you. Yeah. Ugh, my neck, y'all. Hold on, let me reposition. Yes, but you start asking the Most High for anything, He's gonna give it to you. He's gonna show you. So that's just like a wish. Be careful what you pray for. Be careful what you ask God for, because He's gonna give it to you. Okay, you better ask Him the right way. You gotta be very specific when you talking to the Most High, just like you are about them wishes you make. Okay? Because I don't believe in wishes. I pray, because praying is talking to God, and He delivers every time. Okay? It might not be when you want Him to, but He always on time. He comes when He's supposed to come, not when we want Him to come. So thinking about that, look at time. Go all the way back and look at time. Had our ancestors protesting and protesting, okay? And I feel like that didn't get us anywhere. It's just a memory. And you would think so, huh? That's not what did it, okay? And then you're ignoring other parties, is what I'm going to say, that truly are making a difference, that really made a difference. A lot of our ancestors fought for our rights. The protesting was just protesting. We still didn't get heard through protesting. So it wasn't until we got quiet. Look at Gen Z. They know nothing. A lot of them know nothing. That's what I'm going to say. Not all of them, but a lot of them know nothing. Because the grandmothers and the grandfathers, it's like babies started having babies. Grandmothers aren't grandmothers no more. And mothers are children. That means the teaching stopped. So how would you know? The same way you saw Putin and he came out and he showed y'all what Yeshua looked like. I'm I can't say I'm sorry. I don't like to say I'm sorry because I'm not sorry, but forgive me. I thought that was very funny. I did, because I'm like, what are we doing here? Aren't we all reading the same Bible? That's what I got asked. Aren't we all reading the same Bible? And if we reading the same Bible, you should know these things already, right? People don't realize that what you call the Indians, they had all type of hair. When you got here to Ameri, India, they had all type of hair when you got here in Susa. Yeah. We had locks, not just two braids hanging over our shoulder. That was a protective style, and you'll see a lot of us, we still wear that protective style, right? Them two braids over our shoulders. The French braid, it really wasn't a thing, but we could rock that too. but they forget to mention the ones with the locks. I didn't think I could get my hair to lock, y'all. I didn't. I didn't think my hair was gonna lock. If you go back and look at my picture, my hair was like silky straight, okay? And when I lock my hair, I say, okay, I like this. Because it's very maintainable. I don't have to keep doing my hair in it. I spray it, shake it, and go. And I'm not damaging my hair with heat. Like, it's a very protective style, and some people may look at locks as being dirty or halal, I don't know. But yeah, I locked my hair up, in 2023. Especially when I wasn't able to do my hair like I used to, or do my hair at all anymore. Yeah. So anyway, yeah, we had locks. We had more than just braids hanging over our shoulder. We had box braids. That's been a thing because before we started wearing wigs and all these other type of hairstyles or whatever. Ooh, excuse me, y'all. But before we started wearing our hair in different styles, like the ones we wear today, that's what I'm going to say. We knew how to manage our hair. That even got lost in the sauce. Everybody has different hair texture. I don't care who you are. If you're not ether, you got the same hair texture, okay? I mean, you have different hair textures, okay? Because when you're 6 ether, you have the same hair texture. And that's all jokes aside, okay? We listen and we do not judge. So, yes, when you're non-ether, that's your hair. Your hair grow out like a 9, okay? That's who you are. Your hair grows out like a 9, okay? And when your hair grows out like a 9, yeah, we all have different hair textures. I don't care if it look like your children's hair, looks like your hair. You all have different hair textures. Just know that nobody's hair texture is the same. So when you talk about hair texture in the black community, they like to say good hair, good hair. Oh, you got good hair. I got sick and tired of hearing that my whole life because I'm like, what is this? Okay. I got a perm at 3 years old. My hair was curly. So I'm going to tell y'all a little story. And this right here bothered me to, like, it bothered me to the T. It bothered me. So years back when I stayed with my dad, I talked about that in my previous videos. My family had to go stay with my dad's family. And that's his wife and her children. Well, my half sister, okay? So anyway, why I say it like that, I'm not even gonna get into it. Okay? That was a long thought for a reason, okay? Whew, ashe. So, yes, you have to forgive and forget. And I operate out of love. So, unless I'm giving hate. So, anyway, let me stay on track. So, I was talking to her. And, she has way different texture hair than mine. Like her mother's Caucasian, okay? And her hair, it flows down her back and it curls. And it's like really, I don't know how to explain it, okay? I don't want to be weird explaining it, so I'm gonna just leave it at that. I don't really know how to explain her hair, but to make make the story short, okay, I was telling her, I said I had curly hair when I was little. And she like, you did? I'm like, yeah. I said I got a perm when I was 3. I'm like, you do know that all black people have curly hair, right? And she's like, no, I thought they had straight hair. And I'm like, what in God's name have your mom been teaching you? That's what I thought. And I didn't really say it. I'm like, no. I'm like, I'm pretty sure. I'm pretty sure of this thing. We all have curly hair when we're born. To the time we go straightening and putting perms in it. And I got a perm put in my hair at 3. And it knocked them curls out, okay? And that's why I stopped using perms when I tapped in years ago, because when you use perms, it destroys the texture of your hair, and it's meant to destroy the texture of your hair, because how would you know who you are? Nobody's talking about this sheep wool. Nobody's talking about none of this, and it's just not who you call. What I always say, you don't know you're black till you get to America, right? That's what a lot of foreigners say. They didn't know they was black till they got here, because they knew their existence, what tribe they came from, and they get here and they're getting called black, because this right here is the promised land, the lost land. And so many tribes, we lost our name, okay? We lost our name, and so y'all just pay attention, because we're about to get it back. They won't ever be able to put all of us in the right tribes again, because it's past tense. If you get it, you got it. It's past tense. But there is things that need to be made right, because if they don't make it right, they get destroyed, and they know this. Okay? For entertainment purposes only. They know this. The watchers, the seers, the watchers, they don't want war here, but if it's war, they're going to be present. They're going to have to fight. They have to talk to them. I know y'all remember years and years back when it was all them commercials and they was asking for gold, okay? They were asking for gold for a reason, because they were trying to save themselves, okay? Our ancestors used gold for a lot of things. That's why when you look at my piercings, most of my piercings, except for this one and this one and this one, most of my piercings are gold. Gold holds energy, okay? Gold holds energy. It gives you power. You don't know the power you possess. You don't even know who you are, okay? And for those of you who do, yes, you get power, okay? For entertainment purposes only. And yes, I have to say that by rule, okay? So it's only right. It's only right for entertainment purposes only. So keep your eyes open, because so many great things are about to happen in front of us. Oh, you got on the right ship. You got on the right ship this time. Just know that you got off in the right dimension this time. When we sleep, we elevate, we switch dimensions, we shift. Yes, we shift. And when you wake up, you don't even know that your consciousness is in another dimension or reality or shift. Oh man, it's a rabbit hole, okay? If I explain, it'll take all day. It'll take a long time. It'll take more than all day. So, that being said, yes, y'all keep your eyes open, because so many great things are about to happen in front of us. And a lot of things you're going to like, a lot of things you might not. Some people might not like. But this hasn't ever happened before. ever in history. This is very, very interesting, I must say. And when y'all see them, y'all better bow down, okay? Bow down. You know what to do. Don't run. Cause it's gonna be like that movie War of the Worlds when they getting zapped up, because that's how they know. They already know what you're thinking. So it's like telepathically, if they can read you, they already know if you know. They already know if you know. Because if you have knowledge, you're gonna get down and you're going to praise the ground. You're gonna praise the ground. You're gonna praise the Most High. You're gonna start saying hallelujah, hallelujah. You're not gonna have fear